my name's Anna and and I have Sculpt in York.
My name's Laura and I own Skinnative Studio, also in York.
You can obviously tell this is our first podcast.
Can you?
Yeah, a little bit. So we decided to do a podcast because we're both in the beauty industry in York, and we just thought all our nice girly chats, expertise in the beauty industry, we'd just like to do it with everyone else as well.
We want to share it.
Yeah. So hopefully you'll follow us along for the ride.
Yeah.
We don't know how good or bad it's going to be. There'll probably be some mistakes, but hopefully it goes well. So if you want any skin expertise,
any hints, tips, information, knowledge, we're going to try and share it all.
Yeah.
And along the way, a little bit of gossip, girl chat, what we do best.
Like we do with our clients all day, every day.
And with each other. So.
Yeah. So fingers crossed it'll go alright. So this will be our first one, and then we're hoping to do them every couple of weeks, 3 weeks, once a month.
Yeah.
We don't really know yet. We'll see how this goes.
We're going to see what happens, I think.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, see how the first one goes down. Hopefully we don't say too much and get a load of backlash. That's my worst fear. So yeah,
Or sweats.
Awesome. Yeah.
So some of you won't know us, some of you might, but we wanted to give a little intro. So my name's Laura, as I mentioned before, and I have my own business called Skinnative Studio. I have been in the industry just shy of 2 years. Before that, I worked in a completely different industry, and I've kind of done all sorts, to be honest. I massively found a calling for skincare and a passion for it during and just after lockdown. So that's kind of where the business idea came from and how I set up. I do targeted skin treatments, so things like chemical peels, microneedling, treating all different types of skin concern, and I absolutely love it. Like, love it.
Mine's going to sound so bad compared to yours now.
No, it isn't. It sounds so cheesy, but I definitely think like I found my calling and what I'm supposed to be doing, and I love everything about having my own business, all my clients, the different people that I get to meet, one of them being Anna, and how we became friends, and yeah, it's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it to bits.
Yeah, I think that's my favourite bit. All my clients, especially ones that started with me, like 8 years ago, I see them more than I see my regular friends. So they're all like my best friends.
They
now.
are your friends.
We've gone through breakups together, makeups, arguments, because you see them like consistently, births,
it's
everything.
It's that thing that everyone says, isn't it? It's like, it doesn't really matter what industry you're in. If you're a hairdresser, if you're into beauty, aesthetics, skincare, it's like therapy. Yeah. Like, your clients come they come to you for therapy, but again, it works both ways. So, if you're going through a rough time,
especially when I've had an argument with Baxter my full day, will be every person that comes in, oh my god, so this happened last night, what do you think about this? Read all the messages, what do you think these sound like?
Getting everyone's opinion. Going back to Baxter at the end of the day, well, so-and-so.
Yeah, by the time I get home, I've got a full reel of spiel I'm ready to shout at him.
Oh, bless him.
I know.
Also, for those that don't know, this is Dex. This is Dexter.
Dex.
He's quite famous on my Instagram, I would say, but...
And that will be the podcast.
Mascot.
Yeah, the mascot.
Is he going to bring us some good luck?
Hopefully. I hope so.
He's gone to sleep.
Oh, he's asleep.
Are you bored by our chat already?
Maybe. I hope everyone else isn't. So my name's Anna. I've been in the beauty industry about 9 years. I started off doing permanent makeup and eyelashes to sort of fill in the gaps with permanent makeup. And eyelashes is one of my favourite things in the end, because that's where I regularly like see people every 2 weeks, and where some of my best friends have come from.
And if you've had those clients for that long as
Oh,
well,
yeah,
like it's
9
like a
years.
relationship, isn't it?
Yeah, like constantly. But that's such a nice thing.
Yeah.
And I'll do aesthetics. So yeah, my business is thriving. I've always done really well. Touch wood. I've been really lucky with it. And yeah, about 9 years in now. Previously, I used to work in the gas industry. Did you know that?
I think I only knew that because I seen it the other day on your Instagram.
Yeah.
But like, I would never say that. That's like me selling people like what did you used to do? I'm like, you used to sell electronic components. They're like,
no, you're the same as me.
Like what?
I used to swim competitively.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's from
mental.
that, I was really, really good. I don't mind saying that myself. And then I tore my Achilles. So then I went to college and did sport, and then hated it. So I dropped out, did all my own exams, then went into, I worked at Waterworld, and I was a swimming teacher.
I loved that place.
Yeah, I know.
If anyone's from York
there
and remembers Waterworld.
Oh, it was the best.
I used to get on the bus on a Saturday and go up. Did you ever do Edge?
Oh yeah, so what used to happen is that like once a month, nudists would rent out Waterworld. So we'd get like after hours, and then what we'd do, anyone who used to work at Waterworld with me will know about all this, and they used to have a massage bed upstairs, and people would be massage nudists, and some of them would have like piercings on the end of their...
What else was going on?
And they'd have like chains attached to it. And it was just so bad. Anyway, but then the edge was blocked off because you'd get burned, so they weren't allowed on the edge. And then I remember one time the fire alarm...
Burns on your ball sack.
Yeah, but we were allowed to sit down because we were sit down, so it was great. And then we got Pizza Hut at the end if we did it, and we'd get to all use the slides, and we'd just all go down the edge and whatever. But yeah, it was mental. And one time the fire alarm went off and the whole fire brigade came, and they were all trying to give him silver blankets and like put silver blankets on and stand outside, and they won't put any blankets on.
They didn't want to. The nudists. They don't want to put any clothes on.
So yes, and then Dad got me a job at the gas board, and I did really well there.
Yeah.
And I was there for about 4 years, and then I was like, this isn't what I want to do. I don't care about gas pipes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's one of them, and it pays the
that's
bills.
my start to the industry. Yeah, so it was really good, but that's how I've ended up.
I love that story about Waterworld, and that is a blast from the past.
Oh my god, it was the best ever. And especially, it was like loads of students working there, so we just had such a ball.
Just a laugh.
Yeah.
Mint.
So yeah, so that's how I've got involved to it. And then you set up your business.
I did. So I was obviously working my full-time job, and I went and did all my training for skin. Like I said, I did have a massively keen interest, but I toyed with the idea of doing the training for a good 2 years because it was so expensive. And same, I'd done my old job for 14 years. I was really successful, earned really good money from it, but I just kind of got to a point. I think a lot of people did this in lockdown, really just like reevaluate their lives. And again, don't want to sound cheesy, but you definitely just a big cheese ball,
yeah.
I definitely did that, and I thought, you know what, I just want to be. I didn't even necessarily think I wanted to be doing something that I love, because I've always been one of them people that I've never really known what I wanted to do, and that's proven by all the weird stuff that I've done over the years. And like even PTing, I got into obviously PTing and but I just knew instantly.
Yeah, you were so fit.
I loved it, but I never wanted to do it as a job.
Didn't you do a bodybuilding competition?
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Oh my god.
Worst time of my life.
Oh. That can be for another podcast.
Literally hated every
doing
minute of it.
bodybuilding.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I'm still into training and stuff these days, but it's more just to keep me just sane and ticking over. But I just knew that I never wanted to do that like as a full-time career.
It's hard as well, like the rent in gyms
yeah.
is mental.
And it's such a saturated market as well. But it's one of them things I learned so much from it, and it was good to do after I obviously did like my, not obvious to people listening, but my big transformation. I learned a lot about like nutrition and actually a lot that sort of feeds into skin as well.
I was going to say that.
So yeah, going back to originally, I never even when I was toying with the idea of doing the training, I never really thought, should I do this? Because it was like £8,000 the training. I thought it's not something I can do on a whim, really. I need to be making it work and really passionate about it.
It's so expensive when you get into anything.
Yeah,
like
to
to a
the
higher.
Do you know
higher?
Do you know what? Yeah, not even just the training, but
everything,
setting up the business and everything, and you know, everything that you need to do. I was saying to someone the other day, your insurances, your waste collection, like people who are not in this industry and aren't self-employed won't know.
Yeah, it's like when people start to think, like, some people are like, oh no, that's too expensive, or oh, this girl's doing it like 40 quid or whatever around the corner, and it's like, because
that's a great topic,
they've
by the way.
they've not got insurance. Are they just putting all the blood and waste and needles in a bin? Like, what are you paying? Like, oh no, where are they getting the products from and stuff? It's so much more that comes onto when you calculate how much a service costs, how much you've got to think about goes into it, and then you tax 20% on every single.
You've got to think of your hourly rate, all your consumables.
Oh, it's mental.
Everything that goes into your salon, like literally everything. And
then how did you find getting clients to begin with?
So
obviously me. I came along. Shall we talk about how we met?
Oh God, yeah.
So this is a really, really good story.
It's a bit random, isn't it?
It's a bit random, but like, so glad it happened in the end.
Yeah,
we've got a friendship from it. So let's start off with I had a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend.
It sounds like
so this is where we get into a bit of gossip. So people in York will love this.
Yeah.
So I had a boyfriend and decided I didn't like him anymore. He was just one of those guys, like, where really, really nice at the beginning, brilliant, and then it was like quickly moved in with me. Didn't like where they lived and and me over here. Oh, don't worry, come stay with me for a little bit until you find a nice person, though, aren't you? As you do. Until you find somewhere else, though, that was it at the beginning, because I hadn't known him very long, which will relate to you, because the same thing happened. So anyway, then got his foot in the door, got very comfy very fast, didn't want to work at all. Oh, this manager's done this can't work. Okay, well,
always
no worries.
Someone else's problem and fault.
I'll hit the bills. Don't want to help around the house on anyway, and you just get drained of it. I mean, a lot of people, girls especially, will have been in this position, I'm sure.
Oh, 100%.
And then I managed to say, oh, I don't want to be with you anymore. Because it's hard and you don't know how they're going to react, and it was a very like, oh no, take me back.
I feel like it was, without saying too much as well, like quite a volatile person.
Hard. So then managed to sort of break up. I was moving anyway, so I managed to get out of the house. He had to find somewhere else, but then went on to my mum and then felt sorry for she felt really sorry for him, so I ended up staying there. So I was going to work every day in my little cabin in the garden, which we'll talk about where we work, at my mum's. And then he was just there, and it was awful for a long time.
That must have been really weird.
It was. But then he got a girlfriend, and it was like, yes! And me and my mum were like, well, I'll have to go soon because he's got this girlfriend and this is great, yes. And I was saying to him, like, you get out there, you go meet someone else.
You go, girl!
And it turned out that the girlfriend was Laura.
Me.
So, sorry, Laura.
And also, that your story sounds really, really familiar. I went through pretty much the same thing. Not as long, but I mean, I seem to attract guys like that anyway, to be honest. And I quickly finished it, and I was aware of Anna being his ex because he used to talk a lot,
moaning about the awful time.
Yeah. And so what did I do? I rang you, didn't I? No, did I?
I think so.
And then I think you rang me.
So then I rang Laura and was like, get out! Get out! Don't let him stay any longer.
No exaggeration. You actually did that. You were like, let him take the beep out of you.
It was more, any more money, do
Yeah.
not give, do not, because for me it was a money thing. I felt like, thank
Oh,
God I'd
100%.
only just bought a house before,
Yeah.
because I felt like, other than this saving pot I had to buy a house, and my mum helped me to purchase my house, I was like paying for 2 people constantly, which was really hard.
Yeah.
But then the same happened to you, because then you were like, we've been here, we've been there.
Yeah.
Has he paid for any of it?
I was
No.
buying him clothes.
Oh
all
yeah,
sorts.
we did.
Eating all the food at my house.
Yeah,
like
full. But then you
just
managed
taking
to
the absolute piss. This.
You were quicker than me. You got out of there, and then some
yeah.
clothes I bought him. I don't want to say too much in case it comes past. You were like, well, it's still like this, and I was like, burn it, burn it. Don't worry about the money. It was expensive. Just burn it. Don't give it back. Don't give it back. It was so funny.
Oh my god. So then
it was like, well, I want to come for a facial because I know that you're so good at facials. And you don't mind treating me. Sure, you don't mind looking at my skin.
And then
So that's how we originally met. So
And
that's how we originally met.
That's how we originally met, and I feel like going back to why we wanted to do the podcast as well is we just genuinely like. I mean, we are good friends now. Dexter's actually humping my foot. Come here,
Dex.
Like we just love a catch up, don't we? And we just
it's
have
so
a.
nice.
I wouldn't even say it's a gossip. It's more just like
Girly chat.
And
so hopefully we can share all our chats now with everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we'll probably maybe. Oh, have you seen this? Have you seen that?
What is
In the cushion. Let's look.
Oh, that's such a lovely cushion as well. Oh my god, has he done that before?
Oh my god, you little rat bag.
Oh, Dex. I don't.
It went to you.
I know, because he knows he's in trouble.
Anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, so I think we might ask people for topics, if there's anything that you want us to talk about, or send us any messages as sort of talking subjects. If you don't, we will eat some of our own.
Yeah, especially if you've got any questions regarding skin, aesthetics, what treatments we like, what we don't like, treatments we'd never ever have again that we can talk about, because I think I've tried everything. If anyone tells me something's going to make me look good, I'm like, yeah, do it now.
Yeah, do you know what? Weirdly, I would say 5-10 years ago, that person that would not do anything. Like, if you asked me, I'd be like, yeah.
Oh no, I'm like, stick it in.
Even, like, obviously I've had my boob job as well, but even before that, I remember someone saying to me years ago, would you ever have any type of surgery or anything like that? And I was like, oh no, I would not, and I definitely wouldn't mess with my face. And now I'm just like, when can I have a facelift?
Yeah.
when is an acceptable age to have a facelift? But also, with me being in this industry and the type of clients that I have, like obviously you'll be the same, a real different mixture. I do have a lot of clients that are actually quite again.
Yeah, because people that don't want things doing will come to you, so you'll know it from the complete opposite.
So I feel like a bit of a hypocrite sometimes, because I'm like, yeah, microneedling is a great alternative to Botox, and I'm like sat there trying to move my head. But
it does work though.
Yeah, it's bloody amazing. I wouldn't live without it. But I also understand the other side of it, and my clients. And
absolutely,
there's a space for everything.
It is a big thing to have stuff like that done as well. I think I'm more with it because my mum's always been in the beauty industry, so I've known about things a lot. But if my mum or family were not like that, I'd probably be like, oh my god, no. A
bit more apprehensive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything like that, we'll discuss it all and then bring you along for some gossip, whatever's going on at the time. So we hope you've enjoyed it. This is our first one. Hopefully it's gone well and you enjoyed listening. And then we'll come up with some more stuff in a couple of weeks. And
maybe a better setup, because at the moment I'm on a broken light.
Yeah, the ring light
in my kitchen.
But how cool is Laura's kitchen? Look at the brick wall. I was like, yes, against the brick wall. I'd love one of these in my home.
I think it's fake, you know.
Is it?
I think so. But when we're famous, and we'll have a
when
nice
we sat down and we were like, so should we say about why we want to do a podcast? And I was like, just because I want to take over the internet. I don't want to have to really do much anymore. I want to be a stay-at-home dog mum and work, still doing my clients, but we'll just do a podcast on a Thursday.
On a Thursday, yeah. Hey, you never know. Manifest.
I'm manifesting it.
We're speaking it out loud, aren't we?
Yeah. So yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed, and hopefully we'll see you all in a couple of weeks.